Kamala Harris is finishing her campaign, delivering final arguments in Michigan, and in the clip I'm about to show you, she is caught once again taking open questions from reporters. Not so much. Watch what happens as her aides jump in to decide who is asking the questions. Once again, these are just more staged and scripted answers, which makes it even worse because listen to the answer that she actually gives to the questions that she got. She knew what was coming and she answered it this way anyway. She then finishes this, of course, with a question about Donald Trump, and you're going to want to hear what she has to say.
Alex?
Thank you.
Alex? Alex,
I'm Warren.
sorry. You have to say the last name of someone else. Oh, keep going.
You know, it was 48 hours out. Everyone's a little tired. Who was with us last night? You're right. If you sleep deprived. Please.
Simply, how are you feeling, and have you submitted your ballot?
I am feeling great. I am looking forward to these next 48 hours to continue to talk with the voters and talk about the stakes and talk about the future of our country, which I think is bright when we are working with the same spirit of building community, building coalitions, and building the strength of our economy and our country. I actually just filled out my mail-in ballot, so I have voted.
Darlene?
Madam Vice President, have you returned the ballot to California, and how did you vote on Prop 36?
So my ballot is on its way to California, and I'm going to trust the system that it will arrive there. And I am not going to talk about the vote on that because, honestly, it's the Sunday before the election, and I don't intend to create an endorsement one way or another around it. So, but I did vote.
Nandita?
Thank you. Madam Vice President, Donald Trump prematurely claimed victory in 2020. Just his comments in the past few days seem to suggest, that he's thinking about it. How will you and your campaign respond if he does the same thing again?
So here we are on the Sunday before the election, and I would ask, in particular, people who have not yet voted, to not fall for his tactic, which I think includes suggesting to people that if they vote, their vote won't matter. Suggesting to people that somehow the integrity of our voting system is not intact so that they don't vote. And again, I think that it is a tactic. It is meant to distract from the fact that we have and support free and fair elections in our country. We did in 2020. He lost. And the systems that are in place for this election in 2024 have integrity. They are good systems, and the vote of the people will determine the outcome of this election, and everyone must know that their vote is their power to determine the outcome of the election, and their vote will count. It does matter.
First of all, you need to know why this is important. Prop 36 in California will increase criminal penalties for shoplifters and drug traffickers, and guess what? It basically undoes Prop 47. Kamala Harris is the architect of Prop 47, which downgraded criminal penalties for these things and created the crime crisis that California is currently going through. This is policy that she has to do with as a policymaker. This answer is precisely why people don't trust Kamala Harris. This is not some private individual. This is the candidate for president of the United States. You don't get to say, I'm not going to share that. I'm going to keep that private because it's the Sunday before an election. And finally, take Kamala Harris's word for it. Our election process is fair and square. The systems have integrity. Believe her. No. We know that this fair system is not fair at all. The media, the changes in election laws like voter ID, and when ballots can be accepted, non-citizens voting, government influence on social media companies, we know the obstacles we need to overcome to make this election too big to rig. Get this message out to everyone you know. Our country is on the line. The stakes are too high, and this is too important to sit this one out.